How to draft a basic pencil skirt. So you're going to start off by going to File, select Place, and select your skirt template. And you're going to click on Place. I already did that, so I'm going to press Cancel. And I'm going to go ahead and lock my layer. And I'm going to call it Croquis or Template, whatever you want to name it. But it's just so you know what things are on what layer. Then I'm going to go ahead and create a new layer, and I'm going to call it Skirt Shape. And click OK. I'm going to go ahead and use my zoom tool, and I'm going to zoom in into the area that I'm going to be drafting my skirt, which is right here. And I'm going to make sure I have no fill and just stroke color. And I'm going to select my pen tool. And now we're ready to start drafting our skirt. Actually, let me make sure there's black. There we go, black fill. So I'm going to start off higher on the waist at the natural waist, which is a little bit higher than what you're typically used to now with the low-rise waistbands. But this is a pencil skirt, so it's going to have a higher waist. So I'm just going to make 3 clicks. One at the waist, one at the high hip, and one at the bottom hem. I don't want it to be too short, and I don't want it to be too long, so I'm going to click right there. And just so you could see better, I'm going to go ahead and change the stroke color to red so it stands out. And I'm going to make this stroke about 2 points just so you could see it a little bit better. But you want to keep it at 1 point. Now I'm going to go ahead and use Convert Anchor Point tool, and I'm going to create a curve. And basically what I want to do is I want to follow this right here. So I'm going to select my point, stretch out my handles, and kind of follow that curve. Not happy how that went, so I'm going to redo it again. There we go. And I'm going to check on my layer menu, click on the eye. I like that curve. Works for me. Once you're happy with your side, you're going to go ahead and select the entire line. Zooming out a little bit, and you're going to reflect, which is underneath the rotate tool. You're going to use the reflect tool. You're going to press Alt and click right in the middle, mirror line. Get the reflect menu, select vertical, copy, and it'll take it onto the other side. Then you're going to take the black arrow and you're going to marquee select the very top, these 2 endpoints. You're going to right click join. You're going to do the same thing to the bottom. Marquee select on the bottom, right click join. Then I'm going to go ahead and add an anchor point tool to the very center of my waistband, right here. With the down arrow key, I'm going to press down a couple clicks, and then I'm going to use the Convert Anchor Point tool, and I'm going to twist. And basically, I'm going to drag out, create a nice subtle curve. Then I'm going to take the white arrow or the direct selection tool. I'm going to draw a little marquee box in the middle, select the waistband, Control C for copy, Control F for paste in front, and then right click join, and that gives me the inside back. As you can see, I have these little spiky things coming out, so the way we're going to fix that is I'm going to select my entire skirt, and I'm going to open up my stroke menu and show options if you don't see the options, and I'm going to select round cap and round join, and as you can see, that takes care of my little spiky things. So I'm done with my shape of my skirt, so now I'm ready for details. So I'm going to lock my skirt shape layer and add a new layer and call it Details. Select OK. And I'm going to zoom in. Basically the main details are the darts, which adds shape to woven garments. So basically what I'm going to do is select my pen tool, and basically they are in between the center front and the side seam, but a little bit closer to the side seam. So these guidelines right here are perfect. I'm just going to draft one. Start here and ends about here. You're gonna drag out. It's not a straight line, it has a slight curve. Once you're happy with that, select the entire line with the black arrow, reflect, press Alt, click on the middle, vertical, copy, and there you go. And there's no visible stitches on the skirt hem, so it has a blind hem, so we don't actually see the stitches. And the only thing that you might have, if you decide to put a zipper on the side seam or a side zipper, then you would actually put a zipper pull on here. And the way you do a zipper pull is just the ellipse tool. You're just going to do a small little oval. You're going to make the stroke 0.25 and select it, and you're basically going to rotate it by freehand like that and add fill to it. In this case I do white so it shows, and this would actually give you a zipper pull, and that would let people know you have a zipper at the side seam. But for this purpose we're going to show you the back view with a back zipper. So that basically takes care of my pencil skirt front.